Hey there, it's your boy Foxy, back for more relationship stories. My lesbian ex is jealous of my fiancé and wants me back. Plus updates. I, 31 male, was in a relationship with my ex, let's call her Macy, 30 female, for 4 years. 4 years ago, she came out as lesbian and told me she was in love with one of her close friends. She told me that while she didn't have romantic feelings for me anymore, she still loved me as a friend and wanted to keep a friendship with me. I agreed. Now looking back, I should have just went no contact with her, but I was hurt at the time and still didn't completely want her out of my life. Fast forward, I met my now fiancé, who we'll call Tina, 29 female, in March of 2020, and we started dating in June the same year. I love Tina more than anything. She's beautiful, kind to everyone, funny, and just overall has a great personality. My family loves her too. My 15-year-old sister even thinks of her as her best friend. She has also never given me any reason to question her loyalty, and since she knows how my last relationship ended, she figured I had a hard time trusting anyone, so she gave me access to her social media accounts and her cell phone. I would say I only went through those things once since we've been dating, because like I said, she doesn't give me a reason to question her loyalty. When I started dating Tina, Macy told me she was happy for me and once again apologized for what happened between me and her and told me that I deserved to be happy. About 2 weeks ago, I decided to pop this special question to Tina. I purchased a beautiful ring that I had been saving up for that I knew she would love, and I decided to do it on her birthday. Her family and I threw her a party, and I sent out a mass invite to all of my contacts in my phone, including Macy. She brought her girlfriend with her, which was completely fine with me. I think it's important to mention that the party was Macy's first time ever meeting Tina in person. When Macy and her girlfriend arrived, Macy was in a good mood. But as time went on, I noticed that her mood changed, and not in a good way. She mostly stood off to the side most of the party, and only spoke to a few people. She was also kind of rude to Tina when I introduced them. I can tell this bothered Tina, but she wasn't about to allow it to ruin her night. I could tell Macy was in an even more irritable mood when she noticed how much my family loves Tina. And she would make little dirty faces whenever Tina would touch me, and Tina is a very affectionate person, which I don't complain about, because I kinda am too, but I noticed that it was really bothering Macy. Other than all of that, the night was a success, and so was my proposal. Tina cried and said yes. When the party was over, Macy left without even congratulating us. I thought her behavior that night was weird, but didn't think too much about it. Then about 3 days after the party, Macy sent me a long text message saying how she was sorry again for the way things ended, for cheating on me and hurting me. She told me she never stopped loving me and that she wasn't happy with another woman and begged me not to marry Tina. I never replied to that message and I showed Tina immediately. Tina got understandably very upset and told me to go no contact with her and to tell her girlfriend about the text. And before you all jump to conclusions, no, I don't still have feelings for Macy. I love Tina so much and I couldn't imagine losing her. I just needed to get this entire thing off my chest. Now for the top advice before reading the updates. Congratulations. Looks like you are on the right path with fiancé with the open communication and no contact with old girlfriend. Do you know what would be awesome? Every time we make a decision, if we could just get the bonk noise or confetti, like, you can't make the decision again, but you can have instant feedback on how it plays out. Excellent. Yeah, I would love one of those years ago. I think she just saw what she wants than what he has, and is attracted to that, not him. But he represents a why not thought. Such as, well, why not me? I was good enough, just messed up. No takebacks. Love is a battleground in some ways. And you won, so take the win. She's jealous and wants to ruin what you have. Misery loves company. My ex tried the same rodeo with me and my wife. Go no contact. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Her girlfriend deserves to know, but just know that if you or Tina does tell girlfriend, then Macy may retaliate one way or another. I would only be telling the girlfriend if she was my friend. Backlash can be brutal in these types of situations, especially if she's already proven herself to be a manipulator. First of all, congratulations on your engagement. Your post reminded me of the time that my husband and I ran into his previous girlfriend on the street. At the time, we had been dating for about 6 months. We have now been happily married for over 30 years, and I honestly can still remember the look she gave me and her rude behavior towards me. Wow, if looks could kill. The guy she was with saw her reaction too and looked confused. Anyhow, my point is simply that some people cannot handle previous partners being happy. The fact that you are happy and moving on without her is causing her to be jealous. She most likely believes that she could, or should, be in Tina's position. I hope that you and Tina can laugh about Macy in 30 years. Again, congratulations. I had a somewhat similar experience, not with an ex, but with a friend. We were pretty much inseparable in the first year of uni, but her behavior towards me got weird. One day she'd be literally dangling off my arm, the next day she'd completely blanked me. I decided not to pursue anything further, and after shutting down her attempts at being affectionate a few times, she seemed to get the message and we drifted apart. Around a year later we ended up being friends again, but she didn't attempt any physical affection like before, and ultimately after graduating uni we drifted apart again. A few years later I was dating my wife and we went to a local festival. There, we ran into my friend and chatted a bit. The look my friend gave to my wife though, if looks could kill, then the festival would have been a bloodbath. I've not heard from my friend since. And now for the updates. First of all, thank you all for the positive comments and congratulations. Tina says thank you as well. I did indeed go no contact with Macy. I've blocked and deleted her on everything I can think of. I've took a screenshot of the message Macy sent to me and sent them to her current girlfriend. She thanked me for telling her, and I noticed that she took down any photos she had with Macy on her Facebook, so I guess they're over. Again, thank you all for congratulating us on our engagement. We will be getting married sometime in the summer of 2023. We plan to have a big wedding and we'll be planning for it the next couple of months. Second update. Let me just clear some things up for those few people who had something not so positive to say. 1. A lot of you asked why I kept looking at my ex at the party and why I even invited her. Like I stated in my original post, after we ended our relationship, she wanted to keep a friendship with me. Me being naive and hurt at the time, and still having some hope, agreed. Yes, I know, I should have cut her out of my life right then and there. But I'm sure we've all been there before and felt the way I did. When I started dating my fiancé, my ex told me she was happy for me and has always been positive about my relationship, and to my knowledge, she was into women, not men. I even made sure my fiancé was okay with me having her as a friend when we started dating. She didn't have a problem with it as she knows the situation that happened between us, and me and her both established that we trust each other 100%. And since she was someone I still considered a friend, it was okay to invite her to an event. She wouldn't have been there if she made me or my fiancé feel uncomfortable. A lot of you were asking why I kept looking at my ex. I wasn't. I observed everyone in the room, and like I said, she stood out most of the night. So that means at some point while everyone was having a good time, she chose to sit on the other side of the room away from everyone else. Who wouldn't notice that? And her attitude towards my fiancé when they spoke was unfriendly, but the both of us chose to brush it off since we did not want to ruin the night. So after that encounter we both decided to just ignore her after that. 2. So the few of you that's assuming that there's something still there for my ex. There isn't. I wouldn't have ever gotten into another relationship, and damn sure wouldn't be marrying someone if I wasn't healed from my past. That would do nothing but hurt someone else. I didn't even talk to my ex that much before I went no contact with her. We would probably speak once every 2 months, and when we did, it was really a how are things going kind of thing. 3. One particular Karen for some reason got all super defensive and angry at the fact that I met my fiancé in a pandemic. Like I already told that person, there is something called FaceTime or video chat. Texting also exists, and we made ends meet the best we could. Since most places were closed, my fiancé would come over often for dinner or movie nights. We didn't become exclusive until June of that year 2020. Just wanted to clear that up for that particular person since I thought it was a dumb question to ask. I also have not heard from my ex since I blocked her, but we'll have to wait and see. Again, thank you all for the positive comments and wishes. I will try to keep you all updated on the wedding and planning it. Next story. My fiancé's been dating a woman our entire relationship. Plus update. My girlfriend and I met about 4 years ago, and things were great. We meshed really well, we had a lot of chemistry, and we never really fought. I asked her to marry me 6 months ago. She said yes. I was on top of the world, and we were making plans to buy a house on top of planning the wedding. A few weeks ago, she took a trip to see her best friend from college, Sasha. She flies to see Sasha maybe once or twice a year, and has for as long as I've known her. During quarantine, she road tripped, and when she got back, she seemed out of sorts. I asked her if something happened on the trip, but she said no. I decided to plan a surprise for her birthday, a video compilation of all her friends saying nice things about her for her birthday. I don't have Sasha's contact information, so I went into my girlfriend's phone while she was in the shower. I wasn't trying to snoop, but I pulled up Sasha's messages, and it just sprung out at me. Sasha had written, "I'm sorry I didn't give you the answer you wanted. You've always been too good for me. Go through with the wedding." I couldn't stop myself from scrolling up, and I didn't see anything else about the wedding. I thought she was having second thoughts about marrying me. There were a ton of messages. They were in constant contact all day every day, and I noticed a lot of very lovely messages. My girlfriend always tells her friends she loves them and that they're gorgeous, but these were like semi-intimate. I went into panic mode, and my girlfriend walked in the room before I could think things through. She asked me what was wrong because I was really pale. I just blurted out, "What's going on with Sasha? Do you not want to marry me?" We had a long argument, and she ended up admitting that she was in love with Sasha. They dated for 5 years before my girlfriend and I met, but Sasha is closeted, so they never told anyone except for their close circle. Sasha broke it off the same year we met, but they stayed friends. I knew my girlfriend is bi, but she never told me about a girlfriend. Then she admitted to cheating on me with Sasha and said she had been from the start. On her last trip to see Sasha, she told Sasha if she still wanted to be together and my girlfriend would call off the wedding, but Sasha said no. My girlfriend said she loves both me and Sasha. She said she never wanted to hurt me and always felt bad about cheating on me. But it's hard for her to ignore Sasha, so every time Sasha asked her to come, she went. We broke up, and I'm staying with my brother. I haven't told him or anyone else why we broke up. I don't even know where to start with canceling wedding stuff. Now for the top advice before the mini update. If your girlfriend felt bad about cheating, she would have told you or cut Sasha out. But instead, she continued to cheat on you. I am sorry, OP, but your girlfriend does not love you. And from what you wrote, I don't think she ever loved you. Your girlfriend loves Sasha. She was willing to call off the wedding to be with her. Did your girlfriend even apologize? Has she shown that she is taking responsibility for deceiving and cheating on you? I think you should tell people and family that the wedding is off. Then start calling vendors, caterers, photographers, and the other people you might have hired that the wedding is off. Talk to them about if you can get your money back. Also, you should get some therapy. It might help you process your emotions and make you feel better. You should also get tested for STDs or any other things, just to be on the safe side. Once again, I am so sorry, OP, that this happened to you. I wish you all the best. Stay strong. Lots of hugs. Yeah, I hope he didn't buy that BS about her loving him. She just wanted him to stay, but I'll put 10K that the second Sasha changed her mind. Didn't matter if she was 5 years married to him with kids on the way. She would have left OP in a heartbeat. OP, you were just there till Sasha said yes. You were something to hold her over because she didn't want to be single. Like that post of a mother that left her family behind to be with her girlfriend, only returning few years later as soon as she had a breakup with girlfriend and expected her daughters would understand. Except they did not take the return with good eyes. Well, she's a very selfish POS. I love you both, but if she'd be with me, I would have broken it off with you in a heartbeat. Lying till the end. And poorly, wow. Sasha is also garbage, but at least she's smart enough garbage to know that this cheating, lying girl isn't worth the hassle. The sooner you tell them she cheated, the sooner you will have the proper support system. If you try go back, you'll have them protecting you when you're vulnerable. They can't do that if you don't tell them. Also, they'll be able to help with canceling of the wedding plans. She's had a physical and emotional affair for your whole relationship. Give her back to Sasha for her to realize Sasha doesn't want her either and is stringing her along. Now for the mini update. Thanks for the well wishes, everyone. I won't be outing Sasha, no matter how horrible this was. I don't know her in any way, and I don't know why she hasn't come out yet. I'd rather just not think about her at all. But I took advice from some of the comments and sat down with my brother and sister-in-law tonight. I just said she was cheating on me, and my sister-in-law went into full type-a mode. She and my brother will be helping me cancel things I paid for and get my money back. I'm moving in with them for the time being because my ex's name is on the lease for the apartment, not mine. Things are rough right now, but it'll get better sooner or later. Last story. I just woke up to a bunch of messages from my oldest friend in life saying she's about to marry and can't keep me in her life anymore. I'm mad. It's not like we had a flirting friendship or that we even lives in the same city nowadays. We hadn't even been talking those last few months. But I didn't realize anything was wrong, as it's not abnormal for us to go a couple months without talking. Yeah, okay, she also happened to be my first girlfriend. But honestly, that was over 10 years ago, and both of us were thoroughly over it. Damn it, we both used to help each other on romantic matters all the time. Then today, I woke up to a bunch of messages of her saying how she's about to marry, which I didn't even knew she was engaged, and one of the main reasons for their discussions is how she keeps the door open for people in her past. That's so BS. What the heck kind of reason for an argument is that? This feels 100% like a super controlling relationship, and it looks like she's diving headfirst into a bad idea. And I can't even talk to her about it because she went ahead and blocked me into every social media we've got. Now I'm worried about what's going to happen to her. But at the same time, I'm super mad she decided to cut me out of her life like that. Freaking witch. She was one of the 2 persons I trusted in this world. I'm not her father, and her decision is her decision, and if that's what she's going to do, then that is it. She's just another person who leaves my life when it's no longer profitable to be around me. That's going to the therapist, for sure. Damn it, I'm angry right now, but I know this is going to become a kind of sadness I'm gonna carry with me forever. She was my best friend, and now she's just a bitter memory. Even if she goes through a change of heart and tries to re-establish contact, I'll never be able to forgive her. Damn, I freaking hate people. That's exactly the kind of nonsense that makes me need therapy. I'm sad already. First thought that came to mind for me is that she didn't tell either of you about the other. So when her fiancé found out, probably gave her an ultimatum. I mean, it's not like there was anything to find out about. If he looked into our conversation, all he found was a video showing the turtles that were born in my yard a couple weeks ago. If you were her best friend, you definitely would know she's engaged. Maybe it's a one-sided friendship. Exactly, LMAO. He said it's normal for them to not talk for months on end, but now he's angry he didn't know she's engaged. You lost me at calling her a freaking witch. Exactly. Why are people coddling this dude? First off, even under normal circumstances, opposite-sex friendships tend to end when one gets serious with someone. It's normal and he should have been prepared for that possibility. Secondly, he sounds like a freaking pill. She wants to be married and happy, and this idiot is calling her a witch and talking about how much he hates people, and then immediately accuses her husband of being controlling instead of taking responsibility. What does he bring to that friendship that she needs to hold on to? Hey there, it's your boy Foxy, back for more relationship stories. I kicked my pregnant girlfriend out of the house. Plus update. Original post. So I 27 male have been together with my girlfriend 26 female for almost 8 years. Our relationship was kinda rocky since I usually have to go on business trips to different countries once in a while, and she's admitted she hates it since she's paranoid that I might be cheating on her, and she's gotten cheated before in the past. I, of course, reassured many times that I wasn't, even to the point I was not drinking while on my trips, trying my best to avoid other female interaction, even calling and texting her anytime I was immediately free to text. She's also pregnant, which I assume made her paranoia worse. Sometimes I'd even wake up to her calling me, crying on the phone because I didn't answer her texts within a minute. I still once again done everything to clear her suspicions about me, which made me kinda depressed knowing that she doesn't trust me fully enough. Last week Tuesday, I came back home early from my trip to surprise her, even buying big patch of flowers and tickets to a movie she'd been dying to see for a couple months, as well as buying her a ring, since I've been wanting to pop the question for a while now. When I arrived back home, I saw a car that I wasn't familiar with parked in the driveway. I assumed it was her friend's car since one of them got her license 9 months ago. As I opened the door to the house, I heard music blasting from our bedroom. I thought this was a bit strange since she doesn't like loud noise. As I came upstairs and entered the bedroom, I saw something I thought I'd never seen in a million years. My girlfriend riding some guy that I'd never seen before in my life. I'm not gonna go into details about what I'd done, but the guy ended up leaving the house after 15 or 20 minutes. Afterwards, me and my girlfriend had a shouting match. She was accusing me of all sorts of things, like how I was never around much, I rarely took her date anymore, and that I was probably cheating on her while on my business trips. Which is a freaking lie considering I've always took her out somewhere when I came back from work, even when I was tired as heck. And her accusing me of cheating was a freaking lie, because I always showed her that I wasn't, even gave her all my social media passwords because I freaking loved her. I don't know why, but I just snapped. I packed all her belongings and threw them out into the cold rainy street, where she started screaming at me even more for doing that. My head was hurting from the anger that built up, and her screaming in my ear didn't help. Now, I don't condone what I did, and I of course regret it, but I just grabbed her and threw her out into the street where I screamed at her to not come back, because the locks would be changed. I slammed the door and called off work for 2 weeks due to a family emergency. All week I've just done nothing but drink myself to sleep, because I'm just so heartbroken. Now for the top advice before reading the updates. 1. Stop drinking. 2. Get an STD test. 3. Get a paternity test done. 4. Move on and find your purpose. 5. Separate finances. 6. Talk to a lawyer for any loose ends. 7. Inform families. 8. Change all your passwords. 9. When the baby is born, refuse signing the birth certificate till it is tested and confirmed to be yours. Sounds like all her suspicion was actually projection. Wouldn't doubt if that wasn't her first. I'd also demand a paternity test. Came here to say exactly that. Cheaters love to accuse their significant others of cheating. It's like their guilty conscience finds them out. Sorry this happened to you, OP. Yep. After my ex talked on and on about how much he hated cheaters, only to cheat on me. Well, let's just say I learned to see people who talk about cheating a lot, or accuse a lot, are typically cheaters. OP, I would make sure to see if she was actually pregnant first off. It would have been a way to trap you until she did actually get pregnant. If she is, then I would definitely get a paternity test, because there's a solid chance she did not know who the father is, and either way, was gonna pass the kid off as yours. I had a weird feeling about my ex for a while. Mostly because she was always glued to her phone texting, she didn't have a ton of friends, and she texted the way someone does their crush, and was always super secretive about her phone. I ended up being right. I know she hadn't cheated prior with the person I caught her with, because I know when they met was about a month prior to first time, but I suspect she did with others prior. She also talked a lot about cheating in such a weird way, like how common it is. It's like she was trying to justify it to herself. She admitted to cheating on her exes too, and not feeling bad because they were bad people. I asked if she would feel bad cheating on me. Her response was, I don't know, because I haven't done it. Some people are just freaking sleazy and selfish. Cheating while pregnant is crazy. Good luck. Gross as hell too if you ask me. If the affair partner has an STD, it could be passed to the infant during birth. I actually know someone whose boyfriend cheated on her while pregnant, gave her an STD, and the STD killed the baby before birth. Edit. Thank you everyone for the comments and private messaging me, I appreciate it a lot. I'm sorry if I can't reply to most of them, but thank you. I am currently getting therapy and have stopped drinking as of now. We'll be posting an update soon. Now for the full update. Hi everyone, sorry for taking a while to post this update. I've been busy due to everything. Firstly, I'd like to start off by clearing off from things I noticed when reading some of the comments. F you to anyone who thinks I'm some predator. We were both born in the same year, just different months. I was born in May and she was born in December. Secondly, I'll admit I shouldn't have thrown her out into the streets. My anger doesn't excuse my behavior, and I'll admit I should have left to stay at a hotel or my parents for the week. For those wondering what happened between the man or the guy she was cheating on me with, he refused to leave and tried kicking me out of my house, which ultimately led to me and the guy having a fight. It only ended when my ex threatened to call the police and demanded the guy to leave, which he of course ended up doing. Thirdly, I'd like to reply to a comment saying that my story doesn't add up about the flowers, tickets, and engagement ring. I had gotten the ring a month before I had left to go to the airport, as well as buying the available tickets to the movie online. The flowers I had also brought was from a nearby supermarket in the town I live in. If you have any more questions about this whole situation, I'd be happy to answer them. Now onto the update. If you didn't see my edit, I'm currently at the moment getting therapy because of her cheating on me, my anger, as well as my drinking. I didn't realize how bad it was until that night, and her cheating on me has been a wake-up call on my end. I'd also like to say that my ex has been calling and texting me nonstop begging for my forgiveness and that we can work things out. She's also been trying to gaslight me into letting her back into the house, saying all sorts of things like, you can't just throw your own kid and girlfriend out onto the streets. This baby is yours, and you need to take full responsibility for it, all that BS. No way. I'm actually done. I should have called off the whole thing the minute she started acting all crazy. Today she also tried to break into my house, which I of course immediately told the police about, and she was detained for a couple hours until she was let go, not sure why she didn't get arrested. Her parents have also been breading me for kicking her out onto the streets, and she now has to live with them until she has enough money to get a place of her own. Once again, I will wholeheartedly admit that I shouldn't have put my hands on her and thrown her out onto the streets. I know it was wrong of me, and I take full responsibility of my actions. I'm currently looking for a new house at a different town at the time being, so I can get away from here. This place holds too many bad memories, and I just want to escape it all. Thank you all for the nice comments and DMs I received. I'm sorry if I couldn't reply to them, I was just not in the best mindset to, but I appreciate them a lot. I'm sorry if this isn't the update you guys wanted, but I just wanted to clear some things before leaving Reddit. Yes, I'll be getting a paternity test the minute that baby is born. And yes, I'm possibly looking to get a restraining order while I'm at it, just in case she tries pulling another stunt. Once again, I'm sorry if this isn't the update you wanted to hear, but I just wanted to get some things off my chest. Thank you to all of the people who reached out in DMs and gave me advice and kind words. I appreciate you all a lot, and I hope God rewards you in the future. Thank you, and I love you all. If anything else happens, I'll be sure to update immediately. I wish you all the best. My dude, you still need to demand a paternity test. Whether the kid is yours or not, doesn't matter, you need to know. If she names you as the father, you'll be stuck on child support that you should only pay if the baby actually is yours. Yeah, I've told her that I'm not helping her in any way until that paternity test is done. If the kid is somehow mine, then I'll be getting a lawyer to make sure I get full custody. If she's that bad of a partner, then she'll be bad as a parent. This feels like one of those all too common situations where the cheating wife or girlfriend claims her husband is the father because she knows the biological father won't take any responsibility. If the kid is not yours, then I feel bad for them because the dad likely won't help in any way. She's trash. Be done with her for good. This is the update we wanted to hear. This was the best possible outcome. If it isn't yours, then you'll never see her cheating but again. But if it is yours, that is up to you now that you have a child. If the kid isn't mine, I hope the kid lives a good life, man, honestly. She doesn't deserve to be a parent, not in her state anyways. What do you mean by not in her state? Has she had signs of emotional instability? Yeah, something like that. Her parents can kick rocks, they didn't have to walk in on their pregnant spouse riding some other person's ding-dong. Considering your emotional state, I feel like throwing her pregnant butt and partner out was the right move. If the other dude was so concerned, he could have taken her back to his place, instead of fighting to be able to stay at yours. Way better to have some time to recollect yourself, ignore them. I'm sure their views have been tainted by their daughter, who most likely didn't tell the whole truth out of shame. You got this, we believe in you. On to bigger and better things. Next story. My boyfriend is having a kid with someone else. No cheating. Original post. My boyfriend and I dated for 2 years before we amicably broke up for a year. It was my decision. My dad got diagnosed with some health problems, and I had to move back home to take care of him since it's just me and him now. The breakup was bad emotionally, as we were and still are very much in love, but it wouldn't have been fair for either of us. I had no mind for a relationship, and he couldn't just abandon his job, family, and stability to come with me to the middle of nowhere. We kept talking, and the breakup lasted for a little more than a year. I knew he slept with other women, I slept with other men. There's nothing wrong about it as we weren't together. My dad got better, much better, and I was able to come back to my life. My boyfriend and I got together right away because we were still in love. I thought everything was over, but no. 2 weeks ago his ex or whatnot contacted him and told him she was pregnant. She's like 4 months in, we got together 2.5 months ago. She was sure it was his, but didn't talk sooner because she found out we got back together and was scared. I can't even lie, I'm not happy for him. I see them talking about it, planning stuff, and I feel so freaking jealous. I don't think I can handle it, to be honest, and every day that goes by, I'm sure I'll have to let this relationship go. My boyfriend has always wanted to be a father, and for a while I saw us marrying and having children. It seems like another dream I have to give up. It's been a messed up year, and it hurts my heart. I have no one to talk about it, because everyone thinks I should be happy for him. I'm freaking not. Now for the top advice before reading the update. Well, you really only have 2 options here. You either have to accept the fact that your boyfriend is going to have a baby with someone else, he is going to be in the baby's life, and he is going to spend time, money, and attention for that baby. You will have to live with his baby mama being in your guy's life, and that's that. Or you can leave and not deal with any of that. Either way, I think your feelings are valid, but at the end of the day, this is what life brought and it's your decision if you want to be a part of it. Yeah, I really get that. I guess I'm just mourning the life I wanted and thought I'd have for myself. I don't think I can do it, but he's still nervous and unsure. That's why I don't want to drop the bomb out of nowhere and don't know how to rip the band-aid off. I guess I'm just sad and lonely. This might sound cold, but if he's nervous and unsure right now, it might be the best time to exit his life as a romantic partner. If you stay in his life in order to support him during the pregnancy, you're gonna trap yourself. Because once he gets to a better, more stable place, you're not gonna want to leave and potentially set him back spiraling. The longer you wait, the harder it will be to leave. I also think that if I stay longer, I'll trap myself and I'll only get his hopes up. I guess I can't just be brave to let him go. It also scares me that he lied, and as soon as I leave, he gets with her. I've been in a situation where I stayed in a relationship longer than my better judgment told me I should. Trust me, you will regret it. I definitely get why it scares you that they might end up together if you leave. But if that's the case, then it's probably better to walk away anyway. Cause no matter what, they're having a child together. Raising their first child together. That's a pretty intimate relationship whether you're in the picture or not. It's better for you to choose to leave than be subjected to that when you know this isn't the life you want. You deserve to experience those things with your partner, not watch them experience it with someone else. I would just say this, unfortunately it's a deal breaker for you. I mean, I know what you're saying, and I would probably not want to deal with that. I also feel like you'll feel robbed of the first together, and that's a big deal. It's exciting to go through it with someone you love the first time. It feels incredibly special, and to know that would be off the table for you in one degree is hard. Be honest, tell him that, it's the truth. Ugh, the first. I've thought about it so much, and it does hurt my heart. Just seeing them sitting at the table talking about how to proceed was hard. I can't imagine what the rest will be like. I feel like freaking crying. Did they do a DNA test? How can he be 100% sure the baby is his? They have the appointment next week. The girl said she hasn't slept with anyone else. They're not planning a future life, just putting basic things straight, but he's happy and excited, and I can't do that for him. Now for the update. Pretty silly, I guess. I'm in my apartment crying and about to watch freaking Megamind to have a laugh, and he just texted me and said he's on his way with sushi and dessert. My heart breaks, I don't know how to let go. Very quick as I see this going around. They didn't have unprotected fun, and when we found out about her pregnancy, we both got tested and came back clean. He has an appointment next week for the paternity test.